and welcome to my channel. Wednesdays I do baking videos, and today I'm doing some experimenting kind of with mini cupcakes. So about 2 years ago, I bought this Cupcake Ferris Wheel, and I was super excited about it. It was $20 at Winners, and like, it's so cool, right? Well, it's been 2 years and I've never used it, so. The main reason that I've never used it is because a normal size cupcake, this is just a normal size cupcake, it does not fit in the carousel. So I needed to make mini cupcakes basically. So I tried two different types of mini cupcakes today. This one and this one. So this mini cupcake, you basically just have to buy a little mini pan like this. This was pretty cheap. I think it was only like $3. I don't actually remember, but mini cupcake tray, and then you also need mini cupcake paper cases things. Obviously the cupcake things that I bought were not the best because I got them at the dollar store and they're not really purple anymore, but I made it in this. And these, so the recipe I used, a normal cupcake takes 18 to 19 minutes. And the mini cupcakes took about 15 minutes. So the cooking time is almost the same as a normal cupcake, just like a teensy bit less. You kind of have to experiment with how long to cook them. The second type of mini cupcake I tried were these. So these are little like baking cups. They're just like paper, but they stand up. They stand up on their own, so you don't have to buy a separate pan to put them in. I just put these on a baking sheet, and you can kind of just put as many as you want. Yeah, they turned out super cute. It said to fill them only half full because they basically are like skinny and they rise up quite a bit. So I like how tall these ones got. These ones, I've put 2 spoonfuls of batter in them and they like overfull quite a bit. So this one is super cute. We will have to do a taste test at the end of this to see how it is to eat it, because it doesn't like peel back like a normal cupcake. So I'll have to try and we'll have to eat one to see what it's like. But the problem with these ones is they almost don't fit in the carousel. Like, they do fit. It does fit, but as soon as I put icing on it, it's gonna probably be a really tight squeeze. So when I got the paper trays, now I can't get it out. Get out of there. When I bought just the paper part, I was like, oh, those will be perfect because they fit perfectly in the bottom, but I really don't think that these work good for the carousel. These ones almost seem too small, but once they're iced, I think they will be perfect for the carousel. So the next part of my mini cupcakes is I'm going to ice them. So I just made some purple buttercream icing. I just use a super basic buttercream recipe: butter, vanilla, icing sugar, and milk. I do have tons of other cupcake videos where I kind of show how I make it. I think originally I was going to use a smaller tip, like one that I would use more for cookies. But I think I'm actually going to try first using the normal Wilton 1M tip that I use quite a bit for cupcakes, because I think that'll still work even on the mini size cupcakes. Just for comparison, so this is a normal size cupcake. This is the baby. And then this is the other one that I tried. Okay, so I'm just using all the same stuff I used for a normal size cupcake. Decorating big, the Wilton 1M tip, and just putting my icing in there and doing a rubber band at the top. I also bought some little ball sprinkles. Well, they say that they're chocolate candies, and they had a bunch of different sizes, so I got sizes that I thought would look good on the mini cupcakes. Okay, so I found that because there is such a small amount of cupcake, I didn't want a huge heap of icing because the icing to cupcake ratio would just be like completely off. So I'm just gonna do a dollop in the middle and go around like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of pick the side that looks the worst and add 3 little balls. Just 1, 2, 3. I also didn't want to go too far on the edges because when you put them in the carousel, there's not a lot of room. So it's kind of just like a little rosette type where you start in the middle, squeeze, go around the circle, and around. And usually this end that I end at is the part that looks the worst. So that's been where I'm doing 1 and then 2 on the very edge. You want to get those in right away because this icing does get hard. Okay, I'm gonna try icing this guy now. I think I'm just going to try the same thing. Looks a little bit more chaotic. So that's what. Okay, we're gonna load my carousel now. So, definitely start with the bottom because when you put them in the top, it just goes around to the bottom anyway. It's a little tricky just because you gotta not get the icing on the edges. Put that guy in. Okay, it's loaded. This is my finished carousel. We will try a taste test later to see if they're really hard to eat or not in the paper cups. But they definitely did not fit in the carousel. Once they had icing, they were just like way too large. So if you're trying to make mini cupcakes to fit something like this, these are probably too big and you need to go with the super tiny mini cupcake tray and mini cupcake holders. Okay, I am going to get my boyfriend to do a taste test of the 2 different cupcakes to see how they are to eat in the little paper trays and kind of how good the icing to cupcake ratio is for these little guys. He's a good taste tester because he will give me his honest opinion, which sometimes I don't like to hear, but I know that he's always going to be honest.
These adorable little cupcakes. Very cute.
Okay.
Cheers, Pepe.
Oh, he ate it in one bite. How's the ratio of icing to cupcake?
It's probably a little high, but I like that.
Okay.
Because it's so little.
And the little ball things, what do they taste like?
Chocolatey or something.
Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be chocolatey, but I don't know.
That was really good. Yeah.
This was the one that I was more curious about because,
yeah,
that's...
I made a mess.
It's okay.
There's no way to get this out.
You have to like rip the paper.
So already that's a little annoying, but, oh, it's thick. I'm making a huge mess.
It's okay, this is all for the purpose of whether or not these are like worth it.
On a level of 1 to 10 on how easy accessible it is compared to a normal cupcake, a normal cupcake being 10, this is about a 1.
Okay.
Hey, cut it out. They're very tall. Delicious though.
How's that on ratio of
It's a lot more cake than icing, so it's good that it's heavy on the icing.
Okay.
It's cooked perfect. Like it's not like they cook different because of the height of them. It's nice.
But you don't like the inconvenience of the paper.
Opening it was.
And
it
like,
wasn't a great.
it was messy. You can see like all the purple icing. Okay.
Very good.
Okay, thank you for your review.
Thank you for your cupcakes.
Am I going to use this carousel a lot? I don't really know. I do know that I like it and it's really cute, and for the right type of party, I would definitely use it, but I don't think I will use it as much as I thought I would when I first purchased it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week in the next baking video.